Today I have a 1968 Lotus Type 49 F1 race car. Now this car is a 68 only in paint scheme. The 68 Lotus Type 49 actually had what I'll call a ducktail spoiler on wing on the back of the car, covering the engine with just the intakes of the engine coming out from underneath that wing, or extruding through the wing, shall we say. So really, in all honesty, this is just a redo of last year's 2024's 1967 Lotus Type 49 with just a different paint scheme. Not that we're complaining, it looks great. Starting from the left side over here, we got a couple of exhausts. Got your racing slicks on 4-spokes wheels. And then you've got your Cosworth engine in silver. Got your exhausts there in the manifold coming out of the engine in the white plastic that the base is made out of as well. We've got the number 5 tempo on there. Team Lotus on there. Got your red and white paint scheme. Looks really good. You got your yellow windscreen, and you've got your basically white nondescript driver in there as well. Got a little bit smaller slick up front with the gold accents on the nose there, and then a Lotus. I think there's a Team Lotus on the nose as well. We'll look at the nose in just a moment. And then you'll also notice right behind the axles on the top there, there's the word Ford there, coming from that Ford Cosworth engine combination that's in the rear of the car. Coming around to the front of the car, you can see the wraparound windshield really well around the driver there in yellow. 2 Ford emblems right in front of the windshield. You can see what I believe is probably the filler location there for the gas tank. You can see where the axle is, and then there's a bit of arrow above the axles. There is the slicks, the number 5 done in white and black. Then you have Lotus logo up there on the nose of the car, Lotus emblem up there, and then you have the word Lotus, and then I'm not quite sure what else it says up there. Wish it had a black nose grille in the front there. It doesn't. It's painted red in this particular case, which is not the way the actual car in 1968 looked. Left side of the car is basically the same as the right side of the car, but I'm going to talk about a couple of things here that I didn't talk about on the right side of the car. From the front wheel back, you'll see it almost looks like a error in the tempo or error in the paint, but it's not. That's actually that ridge there along the top Team Lotus. That's actually on the real car, that's a pipe, or it looks like a pipe that extends from front wheel back to the engine back there. Now, if you look at this particular car, you'll also notice back there, right where that pipe ends, there's some globs of goo. I'm not sure what that is. It's either the plastic that's malformed or it's paint that has basically just too much paint there. Bad look for the Hot Wheels folks. Once again, the exhaust manifold there, got your pipes out, coming out. They're not quite as distinct on this side as they are on the right side, in my belief. The rear of the car is dominated by the Cosworth V8 engine by Ford. It's huge proportionally to the rest of the car. The only thing that I really know about this engine is the V8 Cosworth and the 2 exhausts that you see there. The only other notable feature on the rear of this car are the wide slicks. They make the car look pretty darn nice. Top-down view of the car shows that big Cosworth engine in all of its glory. You can see that it takes up literally a third of the car. And if this were truly a 68, as I've seen 68s shown on the internet, they have a cowling that goes over that engine. On this particular model, though, that's not there. If you look at the driver, it's modeled very well. We have a steering wheel there. You have the shape of the human in the car, very nicely done. You can see the tempo very well from the top. You definitely can see the Ford very well. Overall, it's a nice looking car from the top. The bottom of the car has 3 areas that are fairly interesting. First, that V8 Cosworth engine. It's modeled really well on the bottom. Then you've got the axle area, which has some components in there that I have no idea what they're supposed to be. The labeling underneath tells us that it's a 67 Lotus Type 49, which, as I mentioned before, this is basically the 67 car that's labeled as a 68. The only reason it's a 68 is because of the paint job. Now, the card itself says it's a 68. Then you got the U12N, Hot Wheels logo swoosh. Then you got your serial number HRY76, copyright Mattel. And lastly, made in Malaysia. Overall, this 1967 Lotus Type 49 race car is a winner. It may be painted in 1968 colors, but it's the 67 car. These colors did go on to win with Jim Clark and Graham Hill at Watkins Glen, with the Ford chairman in attendance. So that's a good thing. And I'm sure that Lotus is very proud of their heritage, and this Hot Wheels exhibits that heritage very well. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.